Chase race number 2 headed to Charlotte Motor Speedway for the running of the Toyota Let's Go Places 400. It's the first race under the lights at Charlotte since Season 3. 10 seasons it has been since we last raced at Charlotte at night. And now things are really getting dicey here on the very first lap as pole sitter Jordan Davis quickly gets passed by the 21 of Eric Powers. A 3-wide battle for the lead already on the very first lap, and it's not doing so great. It doesn't look good, and Jordan Davis goes for a spin near the start-finish line to bring out our first caution of the day. Alex Hawkins, though, on the bottom. Here come chaser Tony Green and Nick Alten, 2 chasers here in the top 5 that survived the wrecks. Nathan Hudson, Jacob Lawlor also did as well. But Nick Alten trying to go for the lead, 3 wide for the race to the caution for the lead. Down the stripe, Hawkins hits the wall. It's going to be between Tony Green and Nick Alten. It's going to be Tony Green. Just barely got the high side and able to make it through the wrecks, as the drivers had to make it through other lap traffic after the caution came out as well. Anyway, Jordan Davis, here's the wreckage. As you see, a couple drivers involved. Tristan Folks, Brandon Nichols in it. Everybody gets held up, but surprisingly not a lot of cars got spun out and damaged on the very first lap of the race. Charlotte's usually a wreck fest, so you could expect to see more wrecks here later in the night. But anyway, Tony Green leads us to the green flag. Chaser Tony Green now running in the lead. Nick Alten is second. And then the 3 of Eric Powers is running in third. And Nathan Hudson going for the 5th position against Jacob Lawlor. Alex Hawkins still kept it in 4th even with the little damage he had in the wall. He hit the wall earlier, racing back to the caution. But anyway, here they come towards that final corner as Nick Alten trying to peek under, trying to see if he can make a pass for the lead against Tony Green. Eric Powers trying to find his way to go, as you see a couple lag bubbles there, but other than that, this race was a bit smooth. And here's Nathan Hudson in 4th as Luke Walker trying to get in the top 5, trying to sneak his way up to the top 5 position. And now Eric Powers going to challenge the 40 Nick Alten for the lead. Remember, a chaser can advance to the next round with a win in a chase race, so if Nick Alten wins, he advances to the next round as Dillon Young is spun out to bring out our second caution of the day and a much bigger wreck than the first one. Dillon Young, one of the chasers. Tony Green's in it. Jordan Newman is in it. Nicolas Guerra is in it. PJ Williams, who won at Homestead, is in it. Austin LaPlante and Jacob Lawlor in it. A couple chasers involved in that wreck alone. Yikes. We had our first set of pit stops, and RJ Bishop in the 12 machine came out first. Nathan Hudson had to come down pit road, but a third caution came out shortly after he came onto pit road. A couple drivers wrecking on their way down, as you see Dion Scott slowed up, and he spun out on his own. Nicolas Guerra gets involved. Mitchell Riggs and Brandon Nichols, Zeke Marley, Kyle Collins is in it. Stephen Polar III is in it. A big wreck, and they were just trying to get onto pit road for whatever reason. Even though they had I thought they pitted on the first caution, but I guess they stayed out, and I guess the fuel strategy did not get to their advantage on the restart. Kate Culp took the lead on the race under the caution, and RJ Bishop, though, picks up where he last left off as he makes the pass for the lead instantly on the very first turn. Avi Sachs, though, running second. What a comeback he's made. Sachs is now up to the second spot, and now he's gone for the lead as RJ Bishop has to come down pit road along with Johnny Gardner in the 26th. Again, not sure why they pitted under the green flag, even though they had pit stops under caution. And trust me, they were pitting under the caution flag when I saw the replays of it. They were pitting, and now they're pitting again for no reason. Apparently, I guess they had debris from the wreckage they had earlier at here today, and I guess they need to fix that. But it's a tough break for them, unfortunately, and a battle for second as Sachs has pulled off to a ginormous lead. The 7 Isaiah Bernesh has now taken the 7th position, and Pichu in 3rd as you see Kyle Singer getting a little bit of contact in the back, but Singer was able to save the car from spinning. What a close call by the 77. But anyway, the 40 of Nick Alten now up to the 2nd spot. He makes the pass on Pichu. Nathan Hudson, he's one of the favorites to win the championship this season. He's looking to solidify his spot to the next round. He's now competing for second against Nick Alten, Luke Walker, though, has other plans. He's won here at Charlotte twice in his career, I think. And yeah, he is a former Charlotte winner in the Formula 1 Cup Series, Luke Walker, and he's trying to use it to his advantage. Now up to third position. As you see lap cars coming up in the front, it's going to be some trouble for the leader, Abby Sachs. Kyle Collins first for the lap cars, and Sachs makes it through cleanly. Luke Walker does too, but Nathan Hudson gets held up for just a split second, and he lost momentum on that split second decision. As Luke Walker going for the lead against the one of Abby Sachs, but Sachs able to hold on the high side. That high side somehow is somewhat working here at Charlotte sometimes. We've seen a couple of moments where the high side actually worked, but it has worked rarely for some drivers, as Tony Green used the high side and went in the race under caution on the first caution period. Nicolas Guerra, though, another lap car, and both drivers going to have to go left and right in order to avoid the 24. Contact with the 99 Pichu, but able to make it through, and another lap car going through. Luke Walker took the lead from Sachs thanks to the lap cars, and Stephen Pola III holds up Abby Sachs, and Luke Walker zooms by through the lead, and Dylan Thoreau out of nowhere comes in second. They've got to deal with yet another lap car, Connor Breton. See why if there hasn't been any cautions, they're lap cars, they've got to deal with the leaders, and this is what happens when we go caution free halfway through the race. But anyway, Dylan Thoreau now up to the lead. Here he comes. Thoreau going to try to make the pass on the lead. Alex Hawkins up to third. And Thoreau still trying to get on the bottom of the 18. Luke Walker is going to get a little bit of draft from Hawkins, and he's going to zoom by the lead. It's almost 5 laps to go at Charlotte. Anything goes here at this track, and Thoreau takes the lead. Abby Sachs looking to make a hard-charged comeback. He's now up to 4th. Nathan Hudson running 5th, and Nick Alten drops down to 6th. More lap cars in the front. As you see a lap car in the front, they're going to catch up to Austin LaPlante, another lap car. Here comes Thoreau, here comes Hawkins, and Thoreau has held up a bit, but Hawkins is going to make the pass on the bottom. No, he's going to slip on the apron, and the 11 is away. He just slipped on the apron, trying to make a pass on LaPlante, the lap car, and he lost momentum, and Dylan Thoreau was able to pull away from the pack. But they're approaching again. Kyle Collins, once again, they're approaching him, and hopefully Dylan Thoreau can get a clean slate out of him. And if he does make it through the lap car of Kyle Collins cleanly, he might be able to win this thing. And look at Abby Sachs. Look at him go. He's up to second. Here they come, the lap car, and Collins holds up Thoreau, and Sachs is away. Abby Sachs takes the lead away from Dylan Thoreau, as Kyle Collins holds up Alex Hawkins and Dylan Thoreau from the lead. 2 laps to go. It's between Sachs and Nick Alten for the win. But here comes Brandon Nichols, another lap car they've got to deal with. A lot of lap car chaos between the leaders on the final stages of this race at Charlotte. As here they come, Brandon Nichols, nowhere to go, gets holed up. Nathan Hudson on the high side, but Abby Sachs able to keep his composure and make the pass on the 17. White flag is out with 1 lap to go at Charlotte. Nick Alten trying to get in the next round with a win. Abby Sachs just trying to win a race this season after being only reduced to a part-time ride last season. 1 more lap car, Guerra, and they made it through easily. So no more lap cars in this race. Here they come off the final corner. Abby Sachs is going to hold off Nick Alten, the chaser, and get his 13th career Pokemon Cup Series win in the Toyota Going Places 400 at Charlotte. He is now 4th. He's now sole possession of 4th all-time on the wins list. He's just 1 win away from Jacob Lawlor, 14 wins, to tie for 3rd in the most wins all-time. Nick Alten gave it a great effort, but he's going to have to be consistent on the next race, in the final race before the bottom 4 are eliminated, so they'll have to wait until that moment comes. We'll see you guys at Texas, and after Texas, 4 drivers will be eliminated. It'll be down to 12 chasers competing for the championship. See you at Texas!